by Mohammed Wilkerson.
We believe it out here! Let's turn up the night, y'all!
What's up, YouTube? Cheers and welcome to the first Rap Fantasy League. My voice is a little bit harsh, I'm a little bit sick, bear with me. But we had to come to you. Last week, or last Wednesday really, we did the head-to-head matchup of Black Thought. Team All G's React voted for the song Dear God 2.0 to go head-to-head against who Team Box Cutter chose, Tupac's Dear Mama. Now listen, Black Thought versus Tupac, already an anticipated matchup, okay? But Dear Mama versus Dear God, there's too many similarities. Listen, my job is to give you the numbers on the skill and the musicality. So I'm gonna do that right now, and then we'll flip it right over to Josh and All G's React team, and he's gonna give you the other three, okay? That's content of cultural significance, influence, and the video creativity. Now, as for skill, and the skill points are closer than you might think, okay? I got Tupac 8, Black Thought 10. There's only one reason because of that. Because Black Thought simply, over time, over his two verses, simply used more unique, different placements of the rhymes in the beat, of the starts, of his incantations, where a lot of times I'm gonna talk about, you know, eighth notes, 16th notes, rest, quarter rest, whatever it is. These exactly lie on the beat. But what he has a command of is the things that you can't mark. Okay? He's in between the rest and the beat. He's in between the one and the 1E and if you're counted by 16th notes. Musicians know what that means. If you don't know what that means, basically all the ways that you can divide a beat, he finds a way to get in between those ways. Okay? I mean, it's amazing how he does it. He does it with a brush of the shoulder. It's not really that big a deal. He shows you when he does his freestyle with Funk Flex how in depth he can go with turning this flow, this pulse he has within the beat structure. He shows you he can do that, but most likely on the songs, because it's a band participation, which brings us to our number two thing, musicality. You're always gonna win with me when you have live instruments playing intricate music. That's all there is to it. Song form, there. Bridge is there. The timbre, which is the sound of the music, the instruments that you choose, the keyboard, the drummer, Questlove, the beat itself, unorthodox. The snare only hit once every other bar, which is not done in hip hop. I don't need to explain it like that. You know what it is. Live instruments, more often than not, unless they suck, will always beat you. But we have to give Tupac at least a 5. At least a 5 for musicality, because that sample is legendary. The reason why it's as low as a 5 is simply because your boy Pac got the producer to do the same beat the same sample. He took a section of the sample and did it over and over again. Yeah, I mean, it's the dopest, most legendary sample, but then it just played over and over and over again. Almost no breaks, almost no changes. There was no song form, which was prevalent in Black Thought song. There's no changing there's no EQing of the voice that's different, that does anything special, except for maybe when the mom talked in the beginning. That was super clear. Like, there's no special engineering, no special production. Everything was done okay. And it was done on purpose that way, because the most important part of the song was Tupac's poem. How he did the poem, how he rhymed the poem, and you can go back to the head-to-head and I explain that in more depth. Unfortunately, that doesn't give you musicality points because he meant it to be simple, and that's what the points suggest. 5 to 10. So let's hear what influence, content, video has to say. We'll see who wins this one. Already it's close. Josh, all G's react. It's on you.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the winner video. Here, you all know my job. All right, I ain't even gotta repeat it. Okay, you know my job is to bring you the scores for visual creativity, influence, and content of cultural importance. All right, so that way we ain't gotta, go through that over and over and over again. This is gonna be short, of course. I know you guys are probably used to our videos being a little longer, but when you're dealing with artists like Black Thought and Tupac, especially with these songs, it kind of gets straight to the point, which makes it easier on us. Well, on me anyway. Bruce has the hard job. Okay, so I'm going to first start off with the visuals, and Black Thought takes it 10 to Tupac's 5. You all know I like to rate it based off of how the video is shot and what's brought into the video. The reason why Black Thought takes this, again, we have multiple characters, which brings multiple meaning to the creativity of the video. All right, whether you have two little boys stealing from a store in the beginning, whether you have the Jewish guy in the back of the cab, or the working guy who's passed out asleep, all these are bringing their own little narrative to the video. Okay, that's very important when you want to talk about visual creativity. More characters, the more stories being told. Tupac's followed his story into what he was talking about, while Black Thought's, he's rapping about something while some of the elements are indeed in his video. He's allowing his video to also tell a story and show examples completely on its own. Oh, influence, guys, you all know who took this. Tupac takes the influence 10 to Black Thought's 4. It's Tupac. I ain't even really gotta go into nothing when it comes down to influence. Not even just the influence of Tupac, but this song in general is highly, highly influential. Okay, head over to the head-to-head if you really want the real breakdowns of how we look at these videos and these songs. But it's Dear Mama. Bro, there's literally like 2 mama songs known abroad. Dear Mama by Tupac and Mama by Boyz II Men. I'm just saying, like, them 2 is known through multiple racial barriers, cultures, everything. Tupac's influence of the characteristics, the vulnerability. I mean, I can go on and on and on about what Tupac really, really brought with his influence. Content of cultural importance is the last category. Black Thought takes this one 10 to Tupac's 9. We explain more in the head-to-head, so please go back and watch that video. Link will be in the description below. But the main reason, if you haven't seen it, is because Tupac's story, while it does arc out in some ways to talk about a majority of issues and a majority of problems with his relationship between his mama and himself, which also makes it relatable to other people, Black Thoughts is just circular, basically hitting the world. basically hitting the world. That's what's going on. Within his first verse on something too long, he's just boom, 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 boom. He's hitting a whole lot because in the second verse, he gets into his own potential struggles, which then after that, that's when you could say he kind of boxed himself in, but he made sure to go out far and wide before bringing it in. Tupac very much was like, this is my love letter. This is my poem to my mother. Now, it brings forth other issues that affect, like, the poor communities, the ethnic communities, very much so. So that's why it's so culturally important, but it's still boxed in that letter. Anyway, I am, of course, done here. And you guys now get to hear from the music master himself, Bruce. This is all you, baby.
So there you have it. There it is, black and white, points added. Every time the change in the flow or the style was added up. All the different characters were added up. All the significant meanings were added up. The points were given. You can't take it back. This week, week number 5, Tupac loses to Black Thought. 37 to 44. 44 to 37.
44 to 37.
With that being said, listen, join us next week. Actually, in just a few days. Sunday, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, we pick the video for the next contender. Okay? Just because you weren't here to draft the team doesn't mean you're not important. Now you get to draft the next video. We have Crooked Eye versus Big Boy. And we got Big Boy. So, I need all of y'all to come through, and everybody who's over there on the Crooked Eye team, on All G's React team, on Josh's team, y'all do what you gotta do over there. But my team, 9:30 Sunday, Eastern Standard Time, we're picking the video that we think Big Boy has that can beat anything they choose by Crooked Eye. With that being said, you have your winner, Black Thought. We're now 4-1. No big deal.
We believe it.